everyone, and welcome to another review time. I'm Islip, and today I'm going to be doing a review on another toy that I got from the Pharaoh 1 on eBay. Now, some of y'all might be wondering why I keep saying this guy's name. I got to tell you, he's 2 for 2 with excellent customer service. 2 weeks ago, I bought something from him, and I got a, as far as I'm concerned, and they were buy it nows. They weren't, what do you want to call them? They weren't regular bits. They weren't auction bits. They were buy it nows. And I got a sweet deal on some toys from him, and then he combined the shipping. And the sweetest thing is that not only were these toys in excellent condition, but they ended up getting here. Let's see, I ordered on a Thursday. They were here on Saturday. That's 2 days. I got them in 2 days. And again, this past Thursday, well, I don't know when this review is going up, but a few days ago I ordered, and again, fast service. Everything boxed nice, everything in really great condition. And it got here really fast. And I believe that great customer service should be rewarded. Some people are just out for the money. You buy the stuff, and then you have to wait 2 weeks for them to feel like shipping it out and whatever. Now, this guy shipped it out basically the same day that he got the payment. He shipped it out. So, and I got it. I got it 2 days after. I mean, seriously, that's freaking awesome. That's all. I just had to wait a day in between of not having it. I'm an impatient person. That's great. That's great. He combined the shipping. Everything worked out. That was awesome. So every chance that I get, especially if I'm doing a toy I got from this guy, I'm going to prop him. There'll be a link down there somewhere. Probably not under my finger, but I mean in the underbar, right to his eBay page where you can click on items he's selling. He sells Transformers. He actually sells a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, check him out. And if you want to let him know that you heard from him on one of my videos, that's fine. I'm not getting anything out of it. He's not endorsing me. He's not paying me. He's not doing anything for me to give him all this good stuff, to give him all this good press, other than that he is doing an absolutely wonderful job as an eBay seller. Now, anyway, so a few weeks ago, I ordered. Well, not a few days ago I ordered this. This is let me get everything into the frame. This is the Transformers Energon 2-packs with the Deluxe Optimus Prime. And it's supposed to be a Voyager-sized Megatron, but I think he's an Ultra size. He's a little bit biggish. So, I'm going to get this guy out of the way because my main focus is on the Megatron. And, yeah, so he comes with his little tank thing, and there was a missile. The other day when I was messing with it, I was trying to put him on here. I accidentally pressed the button, and the missile flew out somewhere. It's in my house, so. But and you can plug this guy on here. So far, the only way I've really been able to plug him in is either to plug him with the front of the tank on the back Minicon port pegs, like that, if I want him to face forward, or if I don't care and want him to face backwards, I can plug him in this way, and he plugs in securely. Whatever. I think this guy is supposed to have lights and sounds. I see a speaker, and there's like a little light inside there, I guess. But I think the batteries are dead, and that's, you know what, or they're gone. I don't even care because I would have taken the batteries out anyway. I don't really like batteries in my toys for a few reasons. So, that's cool. But now you've got this kind of interesting looking jet kind of thing. Now, I'm not a big fan of this color green. I won't lie to you. But, and I'm not, I'm not a super big fan of translucent parts. Like, if it was a sword, that's one thing, but guns and stuff, it's a little weird, but it's still pretty darn cool. So I'm gonna close the landing gear up, which you can do. The first one, it snaps in really good and kind of scary. I won't lie to you. So there he is with the landing gear up. You can kind of see his head is right here. To be honest with you, this guy would, and I've seen people do this, but this guy would make a really good Galvatron. G1 Galvatron. If you just took the wings off and did something with the head, this would make a great robot mode for Galvatron. And sorry I keep getting so close. I don't mean to. I keep forgetting this thing is kind of big. So it's kind of cool. It almost has a bird of prey, Klingon bird of prey kind of feel to it, almost. So, you know, you Trekkie fans, please do not lynch me. His gun things do move, but that's kind of silly for this mode, so we'll just leave him straightforward. And, oh, he's got sort of like an X-Wing fighter type deal going on. If you pull the wings like this, and pull the green parts out, whoops, then he has sort of like a, I don't know, hyper mode, I guess? So, and he's just so darn big. I mean, and this is a Voyager size figure. I'd love to get the leader size, because it actually has better paint apps, but, not paint apps, but I just like the colors better on it. But, you know, still, this is really freaking awesome. Dude, I can't thank you enough. Yeah, I'm speaking right to the seller, because I'm going to link this to him. But I can't thank you enough. This thing, I thought Energon was the dumbest line ever. And even after watching it, it's kind of like, oh, well, you know. But having this guy in hand, this is pretty darn nice. This is awesome. And there are a few Energon figures that are pretty nice. I have Mirage. Energon Mirage is pretty awesome. You know, although it helps that I like his character a lot. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Now he has Energon ports everywhere. I mean, Minicon ports everywhere. Considering that they didn't use Minicons, it's a little confusing. But I guess this would kind of be sort of a Minicon. It doesn't transform into anything, but it, you know, it fits on. There's a Minicon port on it, actually. That's kind of weird. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try to grab a Minicon if I can find one in my box. I'll take an aerial Minicon. Let's find an aerial one. All right. I got this guy, and I forgot what his name is, and I'll be doing a review on these Minicons. This guy is getting repainted into, excuse me, into, I forget what, but he's getting repainted into, he's gotten repainted into G1 Dinobot colors. He's a Minicon. He's got a Minicon port, actually I guess where his reproductive organs would be. And let's see, that fits right on here. And so now you've got a tank with a pterodactyl on top. Looks a little silly, but, you know. And there are Minicon ports all over this guy, so you can, you know, put him there, and that, I guess, would give him more power. Not sure. But, yeah, he fits on there, and come off. Now, please. Thank you. So, yeah, he's got all those Minicon ports, and he's a sleek, kind of powerful, interesting-looking X-Wing fighter rip-off jet thing. I don't know. With a bit of Klingon bird of prey type of feel to it. So yeah, he's pretty cool in this mode. He is. So let's move on to robot mode. And his transformation into robot mode is really simple. It's crazy simple. First you flip this part up and back like that. And then you take the wings and you fold them back like this. I guess you don't have to. You have to unpeg the legs from them, sorry. And then fold them back like this. So then you take it like this, and now you can see where this is going. Take the legs, start rotating them down. Lift this part up. No, actually, you don't even have to. Take the feet and pull them out, and there you have one leg. Do it again. Come over here. The front of the jet turbine, pull it, or just slide this part down, and there goes his feet. It's spring-loaded. there you go. And now I have to raise the camera because now he's really tall. Let's move him back some. But now he's kind of tall. So now you've got the spaceship thing like this. You take the arms and you pull them out and down. That's it. The hands automatically spring out when you move the legs out of the way. And then you just take this part and push it back. And then flip the horns up. And there you have Energon Megatron. And seriously, he looks really nice. And I think most of it is the fact that he looks so much like G1 Galvatron. Like, if they could make a really good G1 Galvatron toy, this probably would have been it. Just some minor reworking, and they could have had a really... Yeah, this is awesome. So, in this mode, his head does rotate. Although, I have to be very careful because I end up popping out the horns. They're easy to pop out. Easy to pop back in. His arms rotate pretty much 360 degree at the shoulder. They ratchety rotate like that. You can go backwards, forwards. Does it rotate any other way? Nope, it doesn't rotate. It doesn't have a side rotate, but it does go like that. You can move these like this. Push it down, forward, and straight up. Put an Energon star there. I don't have any Energon stars. Well, I do, but I don't feel like getting them. There's a port here where you can probably plug in like a regular size gun. Let's see. He has no waist, but his legs do move forward and bend at the knee. And due to transformation, do move out. So you can, and he does do that. So you can do that Perceptor kick thing that was so popular a little while ago, and all of a sudden nobody talks about it anymore. And that's pretty much it for the articulation. I mean, you can pose the wings any way you want to. If you want to have them splayed out like this so that he's even bigger, wider looking, more Energon bits, you can do that. You're like, hey, but this is Megatron. Isn't Megatron supposed to have some kind of arm weapon thingy? What kind of Megatron would that be? Yeah, you take the tank and you pull these flaps out. And hopefully you can see them. I can't really tell. You pull these flaps out like this. And then you just fit his arm around, and now he's got his blaster. Okay, so it's a tank attached to his arm, but still, that's still pretty nice. Instead of just a gun scope, this is actually something that would have actually made sense blowing things up. And the tank is pretty nice. I didn't mention this, but I mean, it's mostly black, but it's got, like, right there you can see this thing here. It flips up for some reason. Makes like a little scopy thing. I don't know why. There's a hole here where you can, I guess, plug in some kind of a gun weapon. I don't know if this guy came with anything more than what I've got. I don't care. He's got, this is pretty much all I need. The tank, everything's black, and, well, it's sort of a black, it is a black. Everything's black, except for where there's, like, damage, like where it's been scraped and whatever, and now there's green Energon. And let's say you want to use the sword that Megatron had in Energon. Well, what you do is you come back here and you just take this guy, plug him in. Now he can actually stay like this if you want him to, which is kind of silly. And then you can just, I push down on this button because I'm not sure what it does, but I push it down and then pull out, and there you go. Look, when you pull the tank out comes his Star Saber sword. And let's get that into frame. And it's pretty nice. It's not that long, and it's a shame that you can only use it while it's tucked into the tank, but I guess they just wanted to make the tank tied into as many uses as possible. So I gotta tell you, really, this guy, the resemblance to the G1 Galvatron, as far as in the way the toy is built and maybe cartoony. Like if you mix the original G1 toy and the cartoon together, and put some, well, I guess the original G1 toy had like grays or whites on it too. It would look a lot like this. And this just looks so much better. I've seen a few customs of this made into a G1 Galvatron. So maybe I'll get a spare one and try it. But anyway, so yeah, so he's got the Star Saber, which you can use to pokey stab his enemies with. And yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Again, he's got these cannons. I mean, all guns pointing forward. He's just armed to the teeth. He really is. And if that wasn't enough, again, you have minicon ports, so you could theoretically increase his power by sticking minicons on here, which kind of, like, I guess this one kind of looks a little silly, but it does have a gun. So you added an extra gun. Maybe stick this one back here on the wing. It must be a female. So there's that. Got another minicon right here. I like this one a lot. Very majestic, very broad eagle type. And just plug it open there. And I actually ran out of minicons, but you can get the idea. Even though minicons weren't used in Armada much, I'm trying to think, were they ever really used? Let's see. I can't really remember minicons being in the show. I know omnicons were introduced, and they were just shorter worker transformers that could process Energon into raw Energon into usable Energon. Now, for those who haven't seen Energon, I don't know if Superlink is exactly the same. This takes place after Transformers Armada, where Galvatron or Megatron, I can't remember which one. I think he was Galvatron at the time. Sacrificed himself for whatever reason, so to destroy Unicron's evil. Flash forward, it's Energon time, and Galvatron, Armada Galvatron or Armada Megatron, is stuck in Unicron, like in a wall or something. And then somehow they get enough Energon together where he breaks free and manifests himself in a new body, which is this. And he's, for a time, is able to control Unicron. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how the story goes. I mean, there's more to it, but and then at some point he gets a power up and becomes Galvatron with more purpley colors and stuff. And that's another figure I want to get. To be honest with you, I look at him and all I see is a Galvatron. I don't see a Megatron, so that's pretty much it. Let's do some size comparison. There he is with a Halo Mega Block figure. It's very teeny, to be honest with you, so it's about the size of a Minicon. Pretty decent scale, I guess. Let's see. Generations. Oops! Now you can see the end of the whatchamacallit. Generations. Somebody help me out here. Soundwave, yes, Soundwave. So you can see he's pretty big. Let's go with Cybertron Deluxe. I think. Well, this isn't that. This is a different one. It's Cybertron Deluxe Megatron, and I saw TJ Omega's video. He has a Megatron. It's the exact same mold, but his is more Beast Wars Megatron color, or at least the Dino mode is. So it's more of a purplish gray instead of a green. I got the puke one. I got the one I didn't want this color. Well, actually, I don't really care. I'm gonna at some point repaint this guy, probably, maybe. So you can see, pretty short in comparison. Let's see. Let's take a Voyager figure from a different line. How about we'll take Bludgeon. whoops, Voyager, Revenge of the Fallen Bludgeon, who doesn't always like to stand up. And actually, I think that's a pretty good scale. They're both Voyagers, but Bludgeon is slightly smaller than his superior. I like that. I do. I like that a lot. How about Megatron's right-hand slave dude in animated? So he's actually much shorter, and that's a little disappointing because, excuse me, he's never been made into the proper scale. He should be leader sized, if not supreme sized, to be honest with you. But he's always a Voyager, and then a short Voyager at that. But he looks pretty nice. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Alright, and here he is with the guy he comes packed with. Yes, he comes packaged with this Optimus Prime. He comes packaged with... This is supposed to be a deluxe size figure too. Let's see. It's with a short deluxe figure at that. So he comes packaged with this guy. You can see the size varies. Let's see. Cell phone. Oh, you know what? It's all the rage now. Give me 1 second. I'll give you something that everybody can relate to. Here we go. Product placement. Just kidding. There you go. So you can see compared to a can of Coke. See that guy too. Why not? So yeah. I have to say this guy, I really did not like this guy before I got him. I saw the Energon whatever, and then I got him because I wanted to get him because I needed another Energon figure to go with I have very few Energon figures. No, I actually have more than I thought. But I don't have any that link together. So I had to get one. So having done that, I can die happy? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, but this guy, he's just awesome and majestic. The only issue I do have with this guy are his eyes. They're really long and slanty, and they're too long. They shouldn't go all the way. If they didn't go all the way to the back like that, they only went maybe here, he wouldn't look so. But he just kind of looks a little weird to me. That's all. But he still has. Let's see. Can I get a better look at his face? Yeah. Still, that's pretty nice. There's no light piping to speak of, which is fine. I don't need light piping, but let's move this down. Just wanted you to see some of the detailing on this guy. I mean, there's not super duper. They don't go overboard with it, but they've got just enough for it to look pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. So he was really nice. I got him, and I got Optimus Prime for, I think, a decent price. You can go online and judge for yourself. The eBay seller who I'm using, who I have been, and this is going to be the same for anybody that I buy from, any seller I get something from on eBay. If I get a good figure at a and it comes, I will give you, I guess it's free advertising. I will tell everybody about you, because I want anybody who watches this, I want you to gets good stuff at a good price with great customer service. This guy who I've been dealing with for the last few weeks, great customer service. Anyway, the Pharaoh one is the eBay seller I've been getting some of my stuff from. I've been getting him really fast. I can't complain about anything he sent me. As a matter of fact, I've just been amazed at how fast they've been coming and how good the quality of the toys he's been sending me are. Now, if you're an eBay seller and I buy something from you and it's good, I'm going to link people Put the link down there, and I'm going to prompt people to come to you because I believe when I find a good thing, I should share it with other people so they can enjoy it too. So that's that. This toy is actually pretty good. It's pretty nice. It's got a decent range of posability, and it has a presence about it. In either mode, a really, really awesome presence that, unfortunately, the cartoon does not convey it very well. The cartoon makes him look goofy, makes all the Transformers look goofy, and I don't know why. So, yeah. So that was my review. So you should definitely pick him up. Pick him up because he's an awesome figure. I think he makes a much better Galvatron figure than a Megatron figure, but you know that's all up to you. If you, what I would like everyone to do is if you've had a good, I don't want to hear bad things. If you've had a good bit of transactions with eBay users or whatever, there's a good deal out there that you want to share with everybody else, make a video response and post it down there. Label it sellers I like or online stores I frequent, and just talk about the goodness, talk about the service, talk about the shipping, how fast it got to you, talk about the item that you got, the condition that you got it in. So yeah, so tell me, tell us about someone that you had, maybe had a sale and things came in that weren't quite right, and and tell us how they fixed it if you have a story like that. Sellers like that who are willing to, because there are a lot of sellers out there who couldn't give a crap. They'll get your money, they'll sit on the item forever, then they'll finally send it. It'll be in bad condition. They'll say, oh, well, our eBay page says item as is, and, whatever, no refunds and stuff. So, you got a lot of sellers like that. So I think as consumers, as a community, Transformers, any action figure community, we should look out for one another. Help each other get a good deal. Help us stay away from. Excuse me. If you know someone who's, I don't mean like something happened that you didn't quite like, but like they really, really, like I remember hearing about a guy who would advertise items, and then when you paid, he would send you a box of pencils instead of the Transformer you paid for. If you have any stories like that, please do let us know too. But mostly I want to hear stories about good transactions and links. If you can provide links or even names so we can look them up ourselves and check out for ourselves. I mean, like I said, we're a community. We don't have to love one another, but we should be trying to help each other because we're all we really have. The rest of the world looks at us like we're nuts because we, grown folk collecting Transformer. They don't understand. Everybody has an addiction, something that they like or something. Some people are addicted to getting baseball cards, collecting stamps. Some people are addicted to crack, to drugs. Some people are addicted to sex and pornography. I'm not gonna lie, I love collecting my Transformers. I don't really play with them, but you can play with them. I love my Transformers, they're awesome. And that's that. So, yeah, sorry for rambling so long. Thank you for watching, and thank you for staying to the end if you have. And if you haven't, well, still thank you for watching. And, yeah, so please, comments, video responses, good news, good places. Some people are looking for certain things. I'm looking for Brave figures, some Yusha Brave, which is another line made by the same people who made Transformers. When Transformers basically was dying in Japan, the Brave series was brought out to renew interest in giant transforming robots. and a lot of designs got reused. The Shadow Maru is a remolded, repainted 6-shot. Deathsaurus, they have repurposed, recolored Deathsaurus. There's a lot of Transformers out there that are in slightly different shapes, but they're still the same Transformers we want. And sometimes you can get around getting, crazy prices. I got the Shadow Maru new for a good price. I didn't pay like $180 something thousand for a brand new 6-shot. So we should be, helping one another. So yeah, if you can. So that's why I prop the Pharaoh. That's why the Pharaoh one. That's why when I get something from TF Source, I'll say, hey, I got something from TF Source, and I'll post a link. I'm not going to post a link to something that's bad. I'm only going to post a link to somewhere where I've got good to great customer service and great figures from. Alright, so that was my review of this guy, and I guess a bit of a rant. I'm sorry about the rant part. I'll try to put an annotation to let you know when the rant starts. And yeah, should you get this figure? Definitely. This figure, let's see, this figure, I'm really looking for something bad. Aside from the eyes, there's really nothing bad about this figure. This figure gets a 10. I can't believe I'm going to say that, especially about an Energon figure, but this figure gets a 10. I can't find anything not to like about it. It's got a nice looking alt mode, which combines aspects from different sci-fi media. I see a bit of X-Wing in the design. I see a large part of bird of prey type design. I mean, I'm not saying exact, but I see some elements that look like they were lifted from it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not normally into the translucent green, especially this color, but to be honest with you, this actually looks really nice. This looks really good. He comes with a sword that if you don't like the sword, hey, you could put it up, put it back over here, slip it right back in there. If you don't like the tank, you can close it up and put it up here if you want for storage, or you could have it right next to him rolling along, just shooting stuff. Put it on his arm as a blaster. I mean, there's really nothing more I can or need to say. It's got a decent range of posability, but I mean, I probably won't have it in any other poses than the way it is now. I mean, he just, I mean, and his posability, he doesn't have as much articulation as some of the newer figures, but he just has a presence about him. He has a nice presence about him, that's all. So yeah, you may not like Energon figures. I don't really like most of them. But this figure really stands out. This figure actually, if it weren't for these Energon bits, could have actually been in almost any other line. He's not goofy looking. He could even be repainted and put in Generations as Generations Galvatron or something, or whatever. Maybe change his face and add some different colors and turn him into Generations Thunderwing. Change this into a whatever. I mean, you could do that. I mean, this guy is just awesome. So that's it. I know this video is going to be like 800,000 million minutes long. Yeah, I know that's a horrible, grotesque, dumb exaggeration, but yeah, he can hold weapons, provided you can get him in the fist. I thought he could hold weapons. I'm sure he can hold weapons. Yeah, he can hold weapons. You can post weapons on parts, I think. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. I mean, yeah, okay, that looks puny and ridiculous, but you can get stuff and you can add on to him. So I mean, this figure gets a 10. I don't really like that I just gave an Energon figure a perfect 10, but there's nothing I can really complain about this figure. He looks great. He has a great feeling, a great presents. I think I've lost my mind, I guess. I don't know. Well, if you wanted to, you could do that. I mean, look at that. You could do that if you wanted to. It's lots of possibilities with this guy. He's pretty cool. He is just awesome. So, yeah. And look at that. Perfect Decepticon, you know. So, if you get a chance to pick this guy up, I'm going to look for the leader size, the leader version. But if you get a chance to pick this guy up, get him. I mean, I can't even believe I like this sky blue color. This, you know, it just works. It just does. It does. So, yeah. Okay, enough rambling. I'm done.